and then we go to Intellecta and go to setup. Found.
Yay!
Okay. So what I've got, I mean, the way we came into this, area is that I was trying to teach pilots control systems. And if you want to pick a harder job, find one. They've either been flying that morning or be flying that afternoon, and you've got them in a class talking about control systems, and they just want to fly. It's pretty exciting.
And they know control systems, so...
Well, they just do this and fly us. But the trouble is they were doing a degree in applied physics. In aviation, they had to do my module called control systems. So I did the usual thing. I used the basic stamp and lost them. Why program this stuff in basic, Then we actually did it in assembler with a pick chips and lost them again. And in desperation, we tried Fisher Technic, which had that typing, not the current software, but the old one.
So Lucky Logic? Or,
yeah, I was here before that. I was actually typing it in in basic. And just by chance, I had a Dutch student with me on a project, and I said, the real issue with people is that they see problems solved blockwise, iconically. You say, I want to pour the concrete, you want to see in your eyes, you've got to do this, you've got to do that, and this, and all the steps. And it's translated in a sequence, but we teach programmers by programming. Actual code, type in if so and so, and that's sort of another level of difficulty over what people see. So I said, when we go to when we want to do a physics problem, we sort of go to the wall and say, here's a sensor that gives out 20 milliamps, and we put it into this amplifier block, and it converts 20 milliamps to voltage, and then it goes to here. So we think like that on the screen. If I said, how do I get home? I say I go to LA to Melbourne, and Melbourne. You can sort of see in your minds what I'm doing. So he said, well, why don't we just try to do something in software? I'll knock something up in Delphi, because I learned Delphi or Pascal in Holland, And so, but I don't want sort of really high level functions. I want things like a switch and a sensor and a motor and a control and a counter, and then I want the process icons like amplification, logic options, etc. And so we always had designed an interface that had digital I/O in there, rather than coming as an afterthought. So all the Lego things basically had sensors, or had input-output. The science loggers had sensors only. So the original verniers had sensors, Pascal's got sensors, and no one's ever thought of putting control in there, because they never think of saying, well, how can I make that bowl, that glass of water, cool down faster? Well, I might stir it. So you put a